What's up, guys? This is iTech and Talk Reviews, and today we're going to talk about how to code Java using Terminal and Xcode. The big question is why? Why use Xcode instead of other available IDEs to program Java on your Mac? Well, the thing is that Xcode lies on a particularly good position on the wide spectrum of Java IDEs. On one end, you have very simple IDEs like JGrasp, but the problem with these simple IDEs is that they don't really help you while you're writing your code. They don't fill in variable names that you've defined along the way. They don't close your brackets, for example, when you're, opening a loop, etc. And on the other hand of the spectrum, you have Eclipse, IntelliJ, Jaybird, a lot of other IDEs as well. They help you do that. They fill in variable names. They help you close brackets. All the other stuff that JGrasp doesn't do. But they come with a lot of complexities, you can say. Unneeded complexities, especially if you're a beginner like me and you want just something that is very straightforward to compile, very straightforward to run. Xcode, I think, is the way to go. How do you use Xcode? Where do you get it? So the short answer to this is that Xcode can be downloaded from the App Store. It's free. You just go into the App Store, type in Xcode, press get. However fast your internet speed, later on, you'll have Xcode on your computer. So once you have Xcode installed on your computer and you run Xcode, you'll be presented with a similar interface. So we want to start on a Java project because Xcode has the ability to code in many languages. There's a specific way that you create a file so that Xcode knows that you're programming or you're coding in Java. So I'm going to click on File and click on New File. And this pop-up window will pop up. This is a pop-up window. And you click on macOS and you scroll down and you'll find in the other category, the empty file category, wherein press next and name your file an appropriate name. I'm going to call it test just for the purposes of this video. But what's important here is that you name your file with a .java extension. This is the way that you let Xcode know that you're coding in Java. Okay, I've created the test file and I've typed in a bit of code. And now we need to learn how to navigate the terminal in order to point the terminal at this test file in order for us to compile and run the code. So there are two very basic terminal commands that we will use to navigate the directory of our computer. First of all, there is the ls command, which is short for list. That will allow us to see the contents of the directory that we are in. And the second command is the cd command, which is short for change directory. That will allow us to change or to select a certain folder to point the terminal at. So let's try the first command, ls. And this will, because my terminal is defaulting to the home folder, it's showing my home folders. And let's say I want to change the directory to the place where I saved my test Java file, which is in test Xcode. I can just drag in the test Xcode text, and if I press enter, it will navigate to the test Xcode folder, and which is indicated with the test Xcode text on the side here that I've highlighted. Okay, so up until now we've created a file and we've learned how to navigate terminal. What's next is to learn how to compile and run the code. We use two commands which are very simple to both compile and run the code. The first command is javac, which basically means Java compile, and Java. See, we type in the test file name and obviously the extension, and we press enter, and now we have compiled the code. And in order to run the code, we type in Java by itself, test.java, and that's how we run the code. As you guys can see, we have hello world in the output field here, matching the code we have here that says that we should print the two words hello world. Now, if you guys so happen to have a syntactical error in your code, such as, for example, a missing semicolon, if you try to compile the code, much like other IDEs, the terminal will will tell you that there's an error in your code and will point you to where the error is. So if we type in javac test.java and we press enter, you guys will realize that it's indicating that I have a missing semicolon in line 3. So if you put that semicolon back, obviously the error will go away and everything will be normal. It will compile as it did before. Now, if you guys want to get more in depth and learn the different functionalities of Java using the terminal, we can type in java --help, and this will give us the many different functionalities of the JRE or the JDK, which actually comes pre-installed, by the way, on your Mac when we use terminal, such as -cp, and it also gives you the descriptions of each function in order for you to, learn the ropes of how to use Java on terminal. If you feel like this video helped you, please press that like button. If you feel like it was useless, of course, the dislike. And if you want more videos like these, feel free to subscribe and maybe press on that bell icon to get notified of any new videos I have. And that wraps everything up. This is our Tech and Talk reviews, and I'll see you guys next time.